Hello guys, Blagaga here and welcome to another video on my channel. I know it's been a very long time, but you know, when Zaptower Guru has been revealed and a sneak peek, I kind of get out of my slumber and actually make a video on it. I sadly don't have a lot of time because of my work. Overall, I just decided, okay, let's keep it short, just make a top 10 video, throw in some additional facts for the sneak and just give you at least something to prepare you for Savage Strike. So if you're just here for the top 10, then simply click on the timestamp that just appears right now on screen. For everybody else who wants to have some general advice, here we go. So first of all, Savage Strike is in my opinion a very interesting set for a sneak peek. Nothing too broken in here. It's overall gonna be a set where you can actually use a lot of exotic monsters. Links, plays, XYZs, synchros, even fusions. You have and rituals, you have like everything that you can use. A lot of the exotic monsters are actually kind of playable, and there are a lot of tuners and a lot of synchros in the set, which is really interesting. So I think this is actually gonna be a good sneak without a lot of bullshit. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. And again, I need my 3 copies of Zaptower Guru. So first of all, the main stat line for the set is definitely gonna be 2000. A lot of monsters with 2000 attack, 2000 defense. Everything that's over 2000 is always gonna be good, and then another value is like 2500. If you have a monster that has over 2500 attack, it can beat over like nearly anything in the set. So that's another core value right there. Figuring out just top 10 cards for this list was actually pretty hard because there are a lot of cards that are very important. So let's quickly go over some honorable mentions. First of all, Cyber Synchron. This is a very weak monster, but it's a tuner. It has a level modulation effect, and most importantly, this card can be banished from the graveyard to protect one of your monsters in the extra monster zone from being destroyed by battle or by card effect, which is insanely important because on the sneak, basically who gets their boss monster out first is probably gonna win because there's hardly any removal. And this card protecting you from the only kind of removal that your opponent could have is just game breaking. Next up, we have Thunderclap Monk. This is just a 900 beat stick. I don't think you're gonna use the destruction effect of this card or the special summon effect on the sneak because it's super rare and you need kind of multiple copies to really make it work. Nonetheless, nothing too bad. Then we have Cyber's Quantum Dragon. Pretty good generic level 7 synchro monster that has like a one-sided Grand Mole. If it attacks, you can bounce back any monster. Pretty nice, overall good stats. Didn't quite make the top 10, but pretty close. Also pretty close are the 2 Shuranui synchro monsters, Shuranui Sword Saga, which can switch the battle position of an opponent's monster, but has not enough attack to really matter on the sneak with only 1900 attack if the core value is like 2000, a lot of 2000 defense vaults. And then Shuranui Squire Saga, which has 2100 attack, still not too much. But it can increase its attack by banishing a monster from the graveyard, which is gonna happen a lot of the time. This is also, by the way, the sneak promo, which is nice, so expect this card to be summoned a lot. And if you use this card the right way, especially with a certain non-tuner, which can increase its attack even further by 600, this thing is gonna be a big deal. So if you use this card the right way, I think it can be a really good card. It's probably gonna be the 11th or 12th best card in this entire set. Very, very close to be on the top 10 list. Nonetheless, you should keep this card in mind. Then you have a really tricky card, which is Heater, the Fire Charmer Ablaze. This card is linked to Fire Monster, and it can special summon opponent's fire monsters from their graveyard to your side on the field. There are a lot of fire monsters in the set and a lot of really powerful ones. So if you can trigger this effect, you can turn the game around. And this is a very, very strong effect. On the other hand, if you play fire monsters and they are in the graveyard, you should be aware of this fact that your opponent could summon Heater, which is only, or Heater, I hope I pronounced that right. She's only rare. Then we have Fateful Hour, which is a super rare. This card can special summon any monster from any graveyard, even your opponent's, if it cannot be normal summon set. So, for example, any extra deck monster. Those are the other important cards that I want to talk about. Now, let's get into the top 10. So, at number 10, we have Speedburst Dragon. This is simply a 1-tribute monster with 2400 attack. In my opinion, this is really, really strong. This card can attack over a lot of stuff. And it's so easy to summon. I just had to put this card on the list. It's not the most game-breaking card. You can definitely out this. It has a very low defensive value, but overall, for what it is and how easy it is to summon all those 2000 defensive walls in the set, this is really good one. Then at number 9, we have, obviously I had to put Guru on the top 10 list. I just had to, I'm sorry. I'm just a fanboy of Subterrace, I admit it. But Guru is also a common, it's a dragon, which is really important on the sneak. And also this card being level 4 monster with solid stats and a removal effect kinda, which can also be a quick effect if you have multiple Gurus. That's not bad, you have to admit that. I mean, if you get 2 Gurus on the field, you're in business. And in the worst case, it's an 1800 defensive wall, which is still solid. I think this is a very good monster. At number 8, we have Guardragon's Awakening. This card is a toolbox. It's a continuous trap that can reborn a normal monster, which is also common in the set, with 2100 defense. It's a tuner, it's a level 2 monster. So having this card in this one dragon common is not too unlikely, and being able to special this monster from the graveyard, from your hand, or from even the deck, over and over again, doing either player's turn. All you have to do is discard an effect monster, which is always going to be the case. I mean, you're playing on a sneak peek. That's too good. You can tribute it, you can synchro it. Again, it's a tuner monster. There's so many options this one card can give you, and it gives you so much stalling potential. This card is just insane. It's really, really good. Next up, we have Borrowed Savage Dragon, the cover monster from the set. Obviously the strongest monster in the set, attack-wise. It's an ultra rare, but I just had to put this card on this list. I mean, 3000 attack and the potential to even have protection, which is just an instant win if you get it off. It's too good to ignore. This card is not that easy to summon, obviously not too easy to draw from your booster packs. I'm aware of this, but it is what it is. It's powerful, you know. It's a gigantic 3000 attack dragon. You have to respect that. At number 6, we have Squirting Squid. This card is just annoying. If your opponent doesn't know what this card does and attacks it, he's done for. So what this card does and how you want to use it is you want to place this card in the second most left or second most right column. If your opponent is stupid enough to attack this attack position card or even defense position card, but if you normal summon, it's obviously going to be attack. It doesn't matter if it has 0 attack, you're going to see why in a few seconds. This card is simply going to special summon a token that has the same attack as the attacking monster, and at the same time going to protect itself by moving a column. And because you just summoned a monster, you're just forcing a replay. That's just stupid. You still have the token to crash into your opponent's monster. That's still monster removal. Or in the worst case, this card is 1800 defensive war with some additional stalling potential. It's really, really good. And if you use it the right way, and if your opponent does not know what this card does, yeah, it can easily win you the game. Prepare, you will face this card off. It's only common. It's really good. It's here on the slit for a reason. At number 5, we have Danger Ogopogo. 3000 defense, really easy to special summon, and stalling potential for decking out. That's it. That's all you need to know, and that's all this card does, but it does it so efficient. I mean, there's hardly any way your opponent will get over this. He needs to use one of his few removal options, which are so incredibly rare on the set. It's too good. I just had to put it that high on the list because of the deck out option. And then at number 4, now we get to the absolutely crazy stuff. We have the best removal card in this entire set, which is Guard Dragons. I think its old name was Corruption, its new name is Cataclysm. It's an Icarus attack for dragons. You have all the Guard Dragons, which are all commons. You have Subterra Guru, you have Speed Burst Dragon, you have the Rocket Synchron, which is also a rare dragon. There are enough dragons on the set which are low rarity, which you can tribute and then simply get insane value out of it. If your opponent has its boss monster on the field, maybe another monster, you probably cannot come back from that. You need a very good strategy to play around this. Insane powerful card, and it's only rare. And now we get to the absolutely broken stuff. So at number 3 we have Scorching, Sunburner, Cataclysm, Sunburner, Scorching, blah blah blah, something. It's a gigantic fairy that you can special summon from your hand. Simply, if one of your fire monsters is destroyed by battle or by card effect, it has 2600 attack, has a burn effect, but goddamn, did I mention it has 2600 attack on a special summon condition? That's all you need to know. There are so many fire monsters. All the Salaman Crate are fire monsters, all the Shuranuis are fire monsters. Enough fire monsters to trigger this card's effect. It's too powerful. It just has, its attack is just too high for such an easy summoning condition. And it's a common, and imagine just having one on the field and one in the hand. Yeah, crazy strong card. Number 1 is too far ahead of all the other stuff, but this one right here is a little bit harder to summon, but still ridiculous. It's called Detonated Heater, it's link 3. You need 3 Cybers monsters. First of all, Salaman Crate as Cybers monsters. Then you have obviously all the main protagonists, Cybers, support stuff. There are enough Cybers monsters in the set. We also have some easy OCG imports that are also, by the way, have special summoning conditions, just saying. So getting this card on the field, even turn 1, is possible. And if you have this card on the field, well, this card is Catester. It just once per turn can destroy anything at battles, which is just a little bit too broken for a sneak peek. It has already solid attack with 2100, and if that wasn't strong enough, it has a removal effect to destroy any monster simply by tributing a monster this card points to. Yeah. Insanely powerful card. If you summon this and your opponent doesn't have like the Guard Dragon Trap card, you're probably gonna win. And at number 1, it's Time Chief Redoer. This is the new archetype, the TCG exclusive archetype in the set. This card is gonna be the win option 80% of the time on the sneak peek. This card has like 3 built-in win conditions. So first of all, this is a generic rank 4 which only needs 2 level 4 monsters. You don't have to be a genius to realize it's easy to summon, it has solid attack, it's good already. So what does it do? First of all, during the standby phase, you can attach the top card of your opponent's deck to this card as a material. Deck out. Winning by decking out. If this thing stays on the field for like 7 turns, you win. This card can banish it itself by detaching a monster equipped to it. Surviving a turn is not hard. Again, think about this for a few seconds. Let it set on a sneak peek where you can stall for days with 2000 defense falls. Just let it set. This card can also be used offensive. 2400 attack is very good. Then it can let you draw cards. If your opponent has like one of his key cards from the top of the deck attached to this, he doesn't get any access to it. It's even more annoying. And last but not least, this card has the best removal option of all monsters in this entire set. Non-targeting, non-destructive removal by spinning back any card your opponent controls as a quick effect if you can detach a trap from this card. And there's a support card, which, by the way, all the support cards for Time Chiefs are commons, which can attach itself to this card as a material. Just think about all these things. The attack stat, the decking out option, the stalling option, the attack stats, the draw option, the removal, the support, the rarity of the support. Factor all these things in, and you get this monster that just wins you any game. If this thing hits the field, you just win. You just win. It's that easy. I mean, again, if you don't believe me, just try to go through all the steps that I just mentioned and try to find a card in the set which is somehow easy to summon, which doesn't need a lot of setup, that can beat this. This is it. This is just the most broken card in this entire set. Easy. I hope you draw a lot of them tomorrow. This card is just crazy. Yeah, that's for my top 10 video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You don't need to like this video, you don't need to share this video. All I want to see actually a few comments from you. Maybe I'll see some old subscribers. That would make me really happy. So I wish you all a good sneak. Hope you draw a lot of useful cards and a lot of high rarity cards. And till next time, bye.